Joining me now is Chris Abel, real Chris Abel, not fake Chris Abel, Krisabel, and all things tech like we do every single week at this time. How's your nerd meter? Is it off the charts tonight? What are we in for?
We're in for some really kind of cool, but you might think silly things as well.
We're a little on the cool end of the nerd meter. This is good. I like this. Okay, well, it's strange. Crosswalks, is that what? Am I understanding this properly?
So these are crosswalks in Silicon Valley, so Palo Alto, California. I'll give you a picture. Palo Alto, California, Silicon Valley is dominated by tech companies. If you're standing in the street, and I've been there, what you will find is that an entire city block, every building will be owned by Google or owned by Facebook or owned by Tesla. And as you're walking around, there's a very distinctive tech theme. Even though these are public roads, public streets, it's clear that the tech companies dominate. So, you're standing in the corner and you're on the corner of Spaceway. You're maybe looking over and all the fire hydrants are chrome. They're bright and been spray painted that way. Well, someone has hacked the crosswalks. They're a little high tech. I've used them. There's a big speaker box, and when you press it, a computer voice normally tells you to wait or to walk, but someone's hacked them. So now when you press them, it plays a recording of either a fake Elon Musk or a fake Mark Zuckerberg, whose voices have been generated with artificial intelligence. And then there's a little monologue that's done. And clearly it's designed to mock either of these fellows.
Am I a bad guy for thinking that's awesome?
It's hilarious. And the reason I'm trying to paint that image is just because of the context of where this is happening. I mean, this is, the neighborhood of Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and all of their peers.
As long as they don't wreck the safety part of it, right? Like if someone were to do this and put Darth Vader's voice, and as long as it was made sure that everybody was safe, that's fun to me. It's not fun if someone's saying, go now, and then it's like a red hand and you shouldn't be going.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got a clip. You can play either Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, your choice. And what you'll see, it's just the audio that's been changed. The actual functionality of the crosswalk hasn't been in terms of the safety features.
Hi, this is Elon Musk. Welcome to Palo Alto, the home of Tesla engineering. They say money can't buy happiness, and yeah, okay. I guess that's true. God knows I've tried. But it can buy a Cybertruck, and that's pretty sick, right? Right? I'll come soloed.
Okay, let's get the Zuckerberg one too.
Hi, this is Mark Zuckerberg, but real ones call me the Zuck. It's normal to feel uncomfortable or even violated as we forcefully insert AI into every facet of your conscious experience. And I just want to assure you, you don't need to worry, because there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. Anyway, see ya.
Well done.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Okay. This is, you were right. It's a little bit silly and a little bit all over there today. Cats. Cats?
Yes. Cats again, which is a thing in the world of tech. I've often had to explain that to producers and executives. It's hilarious when I have to come into a board meeting and go, yes, cats is a thing. You're going to hear us talking a lot about cats. Well, I know it doesn't seem to have anything to do with tech, but there it is. So there's a Japanese company called Yakai Engineering. They're well known for doing novelty products where they make little cats that will nibble on your fingertips and stuff like that. They have just released on Kickstarter a little tiny robot cat called Nikojita Fufu. And this is a little cat figurine whose paws are shaped so that you can rest it on the edge of a cup or a bowl, and the little Nikojito cat will cling to the side of your bowl or cup and then blow air across the top of your cup or your bowl. So if you have a hot drink or a hot steaming bowl of soup, you can place the little cat and the cat will huff and blow to try to help cool down the bowl of soup or the coffee.
This is the world we live in now. Where we can't even blow on our own tomato soup when we're watching The Price is Right, eating our grilled cheese.
And again, this is real. So, I mean, there have been tech journalists have been shown demos of this product. The company's well known. It started on Kickstarter today. Their goal was to get $6,000 to complete. They've gotten almost 28,000 already. Wow. They're selling them for $35 per cat. My favorite feature, though, this is a rechargeable cat. You have to plug it in to charge the battery. Lasts for 60 minutes. But my favorite is there's 2 blowing settings. So you can set it up so that it just blows mechanically, very steady, blows some air. Or you can set it up so it blows like a living creature, like a little tiny cat. So it takes breaths in between the blows.
My God. So if you're just joining us, that's Chris impersonating a cat blowing on your soup, by the way. I feel like I should clarify that. So does it have like a thermometer to know when it's the right temperature now? Does it back off after a while?
No, I guess that's up to you to determine in terms of the steam that's coming off of the bowl. They say that if you leave it running for 3 minutes, 3 minutes is enough time for it to bring down the temperature on your food. And what they advertise, they say this is something that's great for parents in particular, because you don't want to serve food that's too hot to your kids. And so this is a great way to cool down your meals before your kids dig in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, next up, partnerships.
Partnerships, we're talking about Samsung and robots. So Samsung has also been showing off for a couple of years a robot called Bali. This is a little tiny robot ball. It rolls around the floor on your home using 2 wheels. And Samsung for years has been showing this off as a little assistant that they say one day will follow you around in your house, and then you can ask it all sorts of things and it'll give you lots of responses. Well, Samsung has said the day has come, and this summer they're going to launch it. You can buy Bali and bring it home. This time it will be through a partnership with Google. Google is going to load it with their Gemini artificial intelligence. So this is what happens. Bali you place on the floor. It'll follow you around. It has a camera, it has a microphone, it has a speaker. It knows you through facial recognition, and you can ask it all sorts of questions like you would ask any kind of digital assistant. You can ask it, for example, how do I look? And it will point its camera at you. It'll assess your clothes. And then Bali, using artificial intelligence and the internet, will give you all sorts of tips in terms of fashion and what kind of clothes to put together to start your day.
That is an incredibly cute little machine, by the way. The name, on the other hand, is about as creative as a hockey team nickname for Millsy or Smitty. But I like it's a cute little thing. It does have wheels. It doesn't actually just roll, but it's a cute little guy.
It's kind of similar to Star Wars BB-88 in terms of that it looks like it's rolling as a ball, but of course it's got its own sort of momentum that gets it going.
Samsung and the Gemini partnership, that could be a thing.
That's a very interesting one, because you would think Samsung would want to use their own artificial intelligence that they use on their phones. But no, they've decided, I guess they've been going back and forth for a couple of years now. Gemini will be the way to go. And what I like is that in addition to it being a digital voice, when you ask things of Bali, Bali has a little projector built into its side. So it can point itself at a wall or a piece of your furniture and project a screen to actually show you videos or to show you steps, tutorials, things like that. So when you're asking it for information, it can pull that information and display it for you on the go.
Okay, you're going to feel very proud of me right now. Think R2-D2, Princess Leia messaging, that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Hey, okay, see, I told you I can make you proud too. Chris Abel, real Chris Abel, Twitter and Instagram. Go check it out, and he shares all this stuff on there too. Thanks, Chris.
All right, take care, guys.
Just give it a Google, by the way. Samsung Bali, Ballie. It's a cute little machine. I like this little guy.